All right, your AMS Lite. You need to replace one of the motors. Today we're going to replace motor number 1. You'll get your motor from Bambu. Motor comes in a bag. You'll get 2 extra screws. Step 1 is remove the cover. I find that working a razor blade in that crack and then giving it a little twist works very easy. Of course, you use whatever tool works best for you. At this point, we're going to replace this motor. You'll see this plug has a small tab on it right here. That tab needs to be pushed in. An easy way to do that is use needle nose pliers, grab the plug, and just wiggle it back and forth, and away you go. Move that out of the way. The most difficult part of the whole thing is using a 1.5 millimeter Allen key, and you will find that down in here there is a screw. That screw needs to come out. Without good light, it's going to be hard to see. Okay, magnetic dish helps a lot to keep track of all of your parts. Then we'll turn the AMS over. I'm sorry, don't turn it over.
Oh.
This screw and this screw.
Okay.
And those 3 screws will allow that feeder funnel
On the bottom to drop.
and the extruder gear is in there. There's a spring, so when you take that last screw out, you will feel a little spring tension wanting to make that move sideways, as you may have heard. Then as you pull it down, work it down gently, you'll see that there is a spring in there. It's just a matter of working it until that spring comes out. Now, depending on how comfortable you are with the space that you have, you can either unplug this connector the same way as the one on the top, or if you can get this out of the way enough, you can reach right up in here and get those 2 screws, and you don't have to unplug that connector. Those screws are very short.
And it's a 2 millimeter.
And it's a 2 millimeter Allen hex key.
I said there was 2. There's the other one hiding in there with the gears.
Oh yes. Okay, at that point the motor will just come right out to the top. And that's it. Then to reassemble, you're basically going to take all of those steps and go in a reverse order. Then you need to hold things at whatever angle works best.
It sets down in. It's got a little spot that it settles down into.
Okay.
So that's nice.
Now I can hold it if it helps.
Thank you. Third hand is handy.
Oh yes. You just need to line the screw holes up in the motor housing to the plastic housing here. I would just barely snug that one and then get your other one in. Notice how Scott was turning the screw backwards until he felt the thread. That's always a good idea.
And do not over tighten.
Do not over tighten. Although you are going into metal on this, so you know you want to get it snug, but you don't want to just really crank on it. Now the hardest part, which is not hard once you've done it a couple of times, is to get this spring into the right spot here on the side. We're going to move this up enough that hopefully, and I'll get the spring hook. This is where it goes, right here. There's a little saddle right there for it to go in. So the easiest way to do that is going to be get your...
We also want to make sure that these gears are in the proper orientation.
Yes.
And so we took a picture earlier of what it looked like so that we'd have reference. That if you can see that this front gear is to the front or to the right, and the back gear is to the left. So just like we have it here.
There are stops on these little plastic covers that gear works against.
All right. Patience is the name of this game.
Yeah, just go slow, be careful. Don't break anything. Just go till you get things lined up.
There will be a small amount of spring tension, but when it goes, it goes.
Now, I'm just going to help out. I'm going to hold this unit together.
The screws I need are here. Thank you.
Notice he's going backwards or counterclockwise to feel the thread. It's always a good idea whenever you're screwing into plastic to make sure you don't cut additional threads, which will just ruin the housing. These two screws will go in, and once they're in, he'll get them snugged up. And then we'll work down alongside the motor and put the last screw in, which was the first one that we pulled out. At this point, the cover will stay on.
And this is that one that's hard to see.
Yep, this one's next to impossible to see without good light.
Oh, I can see it right at that angle.
All right.
That's the perfect one.
I'll try to hold it for you.
Thank you. Ooh. There it goes. First try.
Excellent. All right, the last step is to get the cable back. Remember, it's got that little clip on one side, and you'll see down in the bottom where it's got a spot for that to go. And you're done. Put your cover back on the top. You have just completed replacing the feed motor in an AMS Lite.
Woo!
You're done. Good job. Now you can go ahead and install this back on your holder. Plug your USB cable back in, load your filament, and happy printing.